Hello, Kia ora. Today's drive is mainly scenic and fast-moving. On State Highway 30 in a westerly direction, from Teko, to join State Highway 33 on the outskirts of Rotorua. Initially we travel across open country, climbing steadily until reaching approximately 500 meters above sea level in Rotoma Forest. We then drop down to the shore of Lake Rotoma, and continue through the Lake District, until reaching the T-junction with SH33. As we leave Teko, notice the very high hedge along on the left, grown as wind protection for a horticultural activity. You will see similar types wherever you go in this area, some incredibly high. Soon we will cross the rail line, which runs between Kawerau over to our left, and Tauranga. The line joins the coast at Matata. Thereafter we will be in the Onepu Spring area, and passing the popular Onepu Mountain Bike Park, before we see Braemar Road off to the right. Braemar is an extremely long road which takes you almost to Matata. As we drive along this very nice highway, we might assume that there has been a road between Rotorua and Whakatane, since the early days of Pākehā settlement, mid-19th century. But no, the hills that we are now approaching were of such difficult terrain that not even horses could cross until a track, of sorts, was completed around 1900. In 1907 a twice-weekly coach service was started between Rotorua and Opotiki. Depending on weather, Rotorua, Whakatane could take between 5 and 9 hours. Even with improvements, by 1947 the width was still little more than 3.5 meters in most places. So, no complaints about bumps please. Whilst I've been talking, too much I'm sure, we've been steadily climbing, and the highest point is just ahead. Actually, it is quite common for people's ears to pop hereabouts. As we go over the top and start to descend, Lake Rotoma will come into view. Rotoma is a crater lake, of approximately 11.2 square kilometers surface area and an average depth of 83 meters. It has no surface outlets. Our first views are of Te Oniroa Bay, and not far offshore there is a sunken island, Motutara, which once was the site of a Maori village. It appears every once in a while. At the end of the 19th century, Rotoma had a permanent population of virtually zero, yet seemingly the area had previously been home to quite a number of Maori, judging by the discoveries of road workers. However, following road completion, settlement increased quickly, including the return of many whānau. Shortly we pass through the village's commercial center, where on the right there is a shop, petrol station, and fast food cafe. We then pass along Whangaroa Inlet, which is not, as some might believe, a connection to the next lake. And so it's goodbye to the Rotoma area. The next lake of significance you'll see will be the eastern end of Rotoiti, although in between, we'll pass briefly along the southern tip of Lake Rotiha, which is quite sizable in its own right. Quite a long section of this road will be through thick forest, which will be in the vicinity of Hongi's Track, apparently a beautiful and easy walk. You might also glimpse Hinehopu Golf Club on the right, a lovely little tree-lined course. The road along Lake Rotoiti is frequently close to its shoreline and very scenic. Being closer to Rotorua, Rotoiti is commutable for work and schooling etc., as well as being a popular holiday area. After we pass the Emery store and takeaway on our left, you will see, in the distance, Gisborne Point, which is an upmarket housing area with beautiful lake views. This is about the point, on State Highway 30, at which newcomers to Rotorua are usually inclined to exclaim, "Oh my God, what's that awful smell?" or similar, as their nostrils detect the first of the area's many sources of sulfur emission. So, if that is your reaction, the cause can be found at the bottom of this hill, where it comes from, Hell's Gate on our right, being a geothermal reserve and mud spa. But if you are continuing into the city, you'd better get used to it, because it's everywhere. Soon we come to the end of this drive, where Highway 30 arrives at AT junction with Highway 33. A left would take you past the airport and into the city of Rotorua, whilst a right would take you to Tauranga via Okere Falls, where we will be visiting today as drive number 45. Join us if you wish.